you just have to solve it a little different, but it's like Algebra 1. Like, don't think too. Let me see. Here's one. 2 to the 5x plus 1 equals 32. Y'all, listen real quick. Do y'all want me to solve it the first way where I get the same base, or do y'all just want me to use the log? The log way? Okay, that way we just keep it consistent. So does everybody see I have an exponent with my variable? The only way to bring it down is if it was a logarithm. So that's why I make it a logarithm. What you do to one side, you do to the other. You'll see how this one's a little bit different than the other. Okay, now what do I do with that whole big old exponent? You put it out front. So watch, this is where it's a little bit different. I've got this times the log of 2. All I did was this was a really big exponent, right? So I put it here.
Wait, can we pause a minute?
Yes we can. So look at that.
This isn't on here, though. This is just an example.
Yeah, this is an example. It's a little different.
Number 4?
This is number 1 and 4. I'll do a couple of these.
Okay, yes, I'm caught up. You go ahead.
Okay, everybody's good? So, y'all, this one was a little bit different. It's just more to it. I brought this whole big exponent and we put it out front. We know that rule. Now, since I'm multiplying by the log of 2, how do I move that log 2? Yeah, just divide by the log 2. So I have 5x plus 1 equals, I'm going to figure out, I guess, what that number is. Log 32 divided by log of 2. Oh, how nice. It's 5. So then, all right, now how do you finish solving?
You have to just subtract by 1.
Subtract 1. So 5x equals 4. And then what? Divide by 5.
And what about for a fraction?
So we get 4/5. What about for a fraction? You would just keep it as 1 over 16. Like that's the log of 1 divided by 16. Okay, y'all want me to do one more? I better do one more. Yeah, go ahead and use that real quick, and then I'll do another one in a second. So that is just like numbers 1 and 4. Those are your hardest ones on the paper. I'm going to write another one up here. Okay. You got that? All right, y'all. If y'all can do your paper, that's fine. If y'all want to look at another one, I'm going to do another one, and I'm videoing too. So again, I need to solve for x. I can't solve for x because it's in the exponent. So to get the x out of the exponent, you just put the log on both sides. And now for our logarithm rule, we can bring our exponent down. And again, in this case, it's a large exponent. The rest of them are not this difficult. And then I need to move that log 25 since it's being multiplied to all that. I'm just going to divide it. So I get 2x plus 1 equals, and I don't know what that's going to be. So I just type it in my calculator. Oh, and I get some decimal. That's okay. I'll just 144. So I'm going to just type in this. I'll put 4. There we go. 1.544. Okay? And then I've got a decimal, and then I'll just keep solving. Subtract 1. And then divide by 2. And then if I minus 1 divide by 2, I get 0.27. So I just get a decimal. And on your number 4, you're going to get a decimal. They go 4 decimal places, but you should be able to tell. Does that help y'all with 1 and 4? Does anybody need another example like 2 and 3 and 5 and 6? And really all of them. Okay, so I'm just going to show Ayla. Ayla, I'm sorry I forgot to record the first time. So let me do, if I had 3 to the 2x equals 27. And I'd shown them a way first where you could just put it 3 to some power. But I think the easiest way is just log of both sides. Log of 27. Now, since you got the log, you can use your rule and bring your exponent out front. So 2x log of 3 equals log of 27. I just brought my exponent out front. In this case, I didn't have to use parentheses because it wasn't several things up there. And now, to get x by itself, I just divide by 2 log 3. And the best way to type it in your calculator, I like to use this green alpha button and then the little button next to it and do a big fraction that way. So I just type in log 27 over 2 log 3. And it's 3/2. So that would be my answer. And I'm going to do one more for the video. So y'all, even on these, if it says use a graphing calculator and graph or use your table, I didn't teach all that. I don't recommend because table settings are weird. So here's one. 5 to the 3x equals 500. So again, I need to get that exponent out. So I put log in front of both. What you do to one side, you have to do to the other. Exponent can go out front. And then divide to solve for x. So again, I'll use my green alpha button and make that big fraction. Log of 500 over 3 log 5. And I get 1.287. Or I'll go ahead and do it to 4 decimals. Okay. That's today's lesson in a nutshell.